The Supreme Court's most senior liberal Justice Sotomayor says she's cried after the court handed down certain decisions. Justice Sotomayor speaking at Harvard University and warning there may be more tears ahead. Her comments coming as the Supreme Court faces historic public disapproval ratings while also being plagued with ethics scandals. Just recently, photos resurfaced of an upside-down American flag and another flag associated with January 6th being flown outside the homes of Justice Samuel Alito. According to the Washington Post, Martha Ann Alito, his wife, was responsible for the upside-down flag, saying it was in response to a neighborhood dispute. Several top Democrats, though, are seeking a meeting with Chief Justice John Roberts over that controversy. Joining me now is Democratic Representative Steve Cohen of Tennessee, who's also a member of the House Judiciary Committee, and he's leading an effort to censure Samuel Alito. Congressman, thanks so much for being here with us. Why do you think Alito should be censured?
Well, what he's done is contrary to his oath of office. It's contrary to what the role of a Supreme Court justice should be, which is to be impartial at all times and avoid even the appearance of impropriety. And it's clear that he's done that. He's done it in the past with actions. He did an action at the State of the Union when he looked at the president and shook his head and muttered something. I think he muttered no. No Supreme Court justice has ever muttered anything or made any gestures during his presidential State of the Union. So he's done that before, and we need to take note of it. We need to let the public know we care about it. We think it's wrong, and he should recuse himself. We asked for a censure, but we also asked him to recuse himself from all cases relating to President Trump and the January 6th insurrection, and also he should recuse himself from any cases dealing with church and state relations, having flown that flag in his vacation home concerning basically a Christian nation.
And with the House being controlled by Republicans, it's likely your resolution won't get a floor vote in the House. Why move forward with this?
Well, because you're not going to get a vote, which is unfortunate, doesn't mean you should still not stand up for people that find this to be reprehensible toward the Constitution and towards the department, towards the justice system in our country. I'm a lawyer, and I have pride in the justice system, and our system is made up to give people confidence in our government, which they should. The rule of law is respected by people all over the world about the United States, and the rule of law has been stepped on. And it's been stepped on by Alito. It's been stepped on by Clarence Thomas, Winnebagos, long trips, yachts, all kind of special favors for he and Thomas as well, and then Clarence Thomas's wife. The Supreme Court is at the nadir of its public acceptance right now, and a society can't really continue and operate a government without all of its branches of government being accepted by the people. And right now, the Supreme Court is far from accepted.
And the Supreme Court only adopted a code of ethics back in November after a lot of public outcry over some of these ethics scandals. Do you think that's sufficient? Do you think that's a step in the right direction?
The step in the right direction, and I commend Senator Whitehouse for what he did in leading that, but we need to go further. And we really, I think we're probably going to have an expansion of the court, because what's happened right now, having this court so awful, is Mitch McConnell and his control of the system. He stopped Merrick Garland from getting a hearing and a vote when President Obama recommended him for Supreme Court within a year of the end of his term. And he said it was too close to the end of his term and it should be decided by the people in the election in November. And he was, I think, nominated in January or February. Not letting Garland have a hearing and be voted on resulted in Gorsuch getting on the bench. And then when Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, the death was only about 3 weeks or a month before give or take a month before the election. And Mitch McConnell forgot all about that. He rushed Amy Coney Barrett through, got her approved. And if he just not have done that, and there would have been a Biden appointee. So he's stolen 2 judges. And of course, Kavanaugh, they got the FBI not to do a full investigation on the complaint that the lady made about him at the little party when he was in high school, and he got carried away, and they didn't complete the investigation. So there's 3 tainted appointments, 2 of which never should have happened. Garland should have gone up for a yes or no vote, and Amy Coney Barrett was too early and rushed through.
All right, Congressman Steve Cohen, we're going to have to leave it there. Thanks again for joining us. We appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Still ahead,